How have you been enjoying Bloomborough so far? Let me know in the comments below. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. It's Hello Good Game here, pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, showcasing Simic Frogs. Ribbit, breaking down our deck list in depth, discussing the strategies and synergies, helping you execute this deck effectively, right? It's all about the play lines, baby. Furthermore, we're going to demonstrate this in our ranked gameplay footage. It is a fresh season against the best decks and players in the ranked queue, ready to rank up with their season as well. Furthermore, we're going to wrap up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, channel news, yeah? So, if you want to help out, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, dare I say, for future content. And of course, the community Discord is always open. Links for everything in the description below. Kick back, relax, enjoy. Let's take a look at the deck list.
It's a new lap record!
El Frogador is here to keep us company today and really allowing us to rank up in pretty fun way. Admittedly, it can either go your way or really go your way, right? Which is good news. The mana curve in this thing is absolutely ridiculous. 1.9 average mana value. And we're going to come back and touch on that more throughout the deck tech here, but it's really important. There's 21 lands only in the build as well. Again, more on this later. 30 creatures. This is all going to come together here shortly. Only 9 non-creatures, but they're, fairly integral also for a consistent deck. We can't always just apply pressure. So, first and foremost, it's a frog deck. This will be our main card. Clement, the Worrywort. 3 mana, 3 power, 3 toughness with vigilance. And whenever it or another creature you control enters, return target creature you control with lesser mana value to its owner hand. To our hand, right? Frogs you control will also tap for mana to cast creature spells. This is really what we're looking forward to here. The bounce ability is still pretty decent, and the vigilance goes with it, allowing us to attack and then tap, as itself is a frog for mana, which is quite nice. So, frogs you control tap for mana. We have very little mana in our deck, 21 lands, right? So now that is supplemented through our creature base. We can tap creatures for mana. This is crazy good. We have a massive amount of draw in the deck, okay? So we can continue to capitalize on that expanding mana base turn after turn after turn, compounding it because we're using that mana to play more mana because the creatures tap for mana. Very cool stuff here. So let's talk about some of the draw. First and foremost, the Port-Mage. 2 mana, 1 power, 3 toughness. Whenever one or more other creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card. Okay. This is non-legendary. It stacks. It furthermore has a base ability. Pay 2, tap it, return another target creature you control to its owner's hand, right? Which is going to trigger its own ability. Do you see how much fur he puts off? I gave him 1 pet and just a giant... Wild. You are a fluffy boy these days. So, we're drawing lots of cards here, which is great. And then, that will allow us to play more cards, tap for more mana, draw more cards, okay? On top of that, what's the perfect card to bounce? Well, the Pond Prophet is not too shabby. This is a 2 mana, 1/1, and when it enters, draw a card, right? So you get a draw when it leaves, you'll get a draw when it enters, you'll be replaying it back and forth a whole bunch. That's going to sustain you basically all in itself, which is really cool. Adding to that, targets that we like to bounce to replay will be the Sunshower Druid. 1 mana, 0/2. It will enter the battlefield and put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control and gain 1 life, right? So we can put counters places, we can gain life, and it's very cheap right? Because it's 1 mana, and you can tap your creatures for mana to play it, right? Which is cool. And, furthermore, we can kind of capitalize on the creatures leaving the battlefield as well as them entering the battlefield, okay? But before we get there, let's first talk about the Mistbreath Elder, 1 mana, 2/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, return another creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on the Elder. Otherwise, return the Elder. So this is a really nice way to bounce something to our hand for free, much like the Mage, right? So the Worrywort will bounce something whenever we play another creature, right? So I can play the Mage, bounce the Elder back because it's lesser mana value, right? That's really good. The Mage can pay 2 to bounce something. That's great. And then we just mentioned here, where did it go? Oh, the Elder. So that's really nice. Turn 1 bounce, turn 2 bounce, turn 3 bounce, and we even now have a turn 4 bounce with the Dreamdew Enchantress. Sorry, Enchanter? Enchantress? Entrancer. LOL. Pardon my illiteracy. 4 mana, 3/4 with reach. And whenever it enters, you can return a creature you control to your hand and draw 2 cards, which is crazy. Very, very good. You'd be drawing 3 cards if you had the Mage in play, for example. So that just speaks to the sustainability of our card advantage. Furthermore, you can actually target your opponent's creature as well to put 3 stun counters on it, which furthermore makes the Dreamdew, don't even try, a really good target to also kind of bounce back to replay if you need to open up your attack lanes, right? Because those stun counters are going to stay. You can easily, throw it back with the Elder, throw it back with the Mage. The Worrywort won't be able to throw it back because, it's 4 mana. We don't have a 5 mana spell, unfortunately. But, that's pretty cool that you can kind of lock out your opponent this way. Okay, so it's not just drawing cards that we're going to take advantage of when we are sending cards back to our hand to replay, okay? In the replaying of those cards, we have the Valley Mightcaller, 1 mana, 1/1 with Trample. Whenever a frog enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Cool beans. We also, and it itself is a frog, keep in mind, the 3-tree Scribe, 2 mana, 2/3. When it or another creature you control leaves the battlefield without dying, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Just like the Mage is drawing us a card, the Scribe will now put a +1/+1 counter on a creature we control. I like to force those counters on the Mightcaller. It has Trample, confirmed damage. I also like to force those counters onto the Worrywort. It has Vigilance, right? Within that, we have some interaction. First, I'd like to talk about the Hunter's Talent for 2 mana. When it enters, creature you control deals damage equal to its power to creature you don't control. Very easy to remove anything with the number of +1 counters we are accumulating. Furthermore, we can pay 2 whenever you attack with a creature, target creature is going to get +1 and Trample. So this is really nice within the Vigilance Worrywort that we're pushing up, okay? Furthermore, at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. You're not really doing this unless you need to. There is enough draw in the deck already. It's the Trample and the Fight effect, well, damage equal to power effect, that we really, really like. Okay. We will also be utilizing Into the Flood Maw for 1 at instant speed. Gift a tapped fish to return target creature an opponent controls to its hand. If we gift a fish, we can return non-land permanent to their hand, which is actually pretty cool. And then protecting ourselves from any sunfalls with Repulsive Mutation. 2 mana plus X instant speed. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Then counter up to 1 target spell unless they pay mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. I'll tell you what, this thing's going to be like a 15/15. This is, they are not going to be countering anything unless they have their own counter spell. Maybe. Typically, we're not too worried about that, though, and it's a great way just to, catch them off guard and stop a Sunfall. The land will utilize the Vinestalk, as that creature. It's a 5/5. It can make the base power of your Mightcaller a 3/3, which is great. Those counters translate to it, so it just pushes it up by 2, which is pretty decent. Fabled Passage to thin. We have the Botanical Sanctum on the front end because the curve is so light, right? We're playing just 3 lands, 4 lands. And then Cavern to make sure that we're not being stopped with our creature spells. And a few basics to get us through to the end of the match. You're not only being met with success with this deck, but also just having a ton of fun. Games can go a little long sometimes, so make sure, that you're not just trying to draw every card in the game. Make sure that, your main priority is to win, and you do that through damage. Accumulate the +1 counters, right? These 3 tree scribes and the Valley Mightcallers will accumulate +1 counters, and the Mistbreath as well a little bit, on your creatures quite aggressively. And then we get Trample organically on the Mightcaller, and then on whoever else we need with the talent. It's pretty cool. You'll enjoy. I hope you enjoyed today's gameplay as well. I know I certainly did. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, drop by, say hello, kick back, relax, and let's rank up. On the draw, keeping 7. Passage first. Oof. Maybe second as well. Unless we get another land. They push it to 2, hit for 3 on the turn. Okay. Let's grab a blue source, I believe. Pass over again. Flood Maw's open. Toss it back, restart the turn. This can be a green source. We do have a backup if they remove it, which I quite like. We have a fight effect or damage to power, counterspell, as well as a bounce. Great card. What? They really want the land, huh? That's not a good attack, I don't think. Well, they get the land. No, I don't think. Land out. Fight the draw engine. Pay 2. Give it trample. Hit for 4. Gain 2 life. Sorry, 1 life. +1 counter. we still put there, I think. Is that just for the turn? Oh, no. I keep mixing up the two talents. There's 2 green talents. Both cost 2 mana. One's rare, though. One is uncommon. That's how I'm going to differentiate. Oof. Don't try too hard, bro. You leave me alone. Okay, this pushes up. We get hit for 2 additional on the turn to 13. Land out and tapped. 1 more. Really? Shuffler? Let's keep up the counterspell. This has ward, right? We don't really like that, eh? Swing for 4. Sorry, 5. I forgot about the +1 counter. And, yeah, I think we just hold it. Pass over. We could play other copies and bounce it. But then we're like collecting these, and I don't love that. Let's do this for 1. Counter the spell. And then bounce the claw. Good card. Down to 10. They add mana. What's that last card? Okay, they push it to the claw. Let's send it back. Okay, this will bounce the Druid, which is awesome. I have to go in full control here. Draw a card. Bounce that back. Is this equal to or less than? Lesser, no. So let's go Mightcaller first. Druid, gain life. Then we swing for 6. Hey, not so bad, not so bad. Double block, I'm game. Yeah. Cool beans. Much obliged. Hit for 1, trample OP. 3 cards in hand. We see what 1... Oh, and now there's a land. That's good news for us. To 10. Then this would take us to 9. Jasper is not bad. Maybe a little late. I don't think they're going to attack, though. So we remain at 10. In full control now that it's in play. And then we'll just replay it. What's going on? We're in full control still. We still smash. Give the Pond Prophet +1 and trample. 9 damage coming through. Forcing blocks. They only have to block 3 to survive. Down to 1. They get 2 cards of ours. The Dour Port-Mage. All right. Really? I mean, I suppose so. Bounce our Frugo back. Good game to use, my friend. On the draw, keeping 7, playing quite slow. 1 drop off the top would certainly speed it up. Ask and he shall receive. In with the draw on 2. Removal active. Removal's the best. Insidious Roots. Oh no. That's in some ways worse. We found our 3rd land already. +1 counter out. Draw a card for our 4th land. Hit for 2. So we need to remove some stuff. Exhibit A. Hopefully they don't interact. Nice. So that forage is really good with Insidious Roots. Really, really good. So we needed to deal with that as soon as possible. Oh no. Okay. Pretty cool stuff. Let's push up the Mightcaller. Hit for 4. We need to be quick. This is not a deck we can be slow against. Okay. They just bring it back again. Haha, no! Okay, 2 cards in hand. Surveilling 2. We want to limit them removing cards from their grave. 2 in hand, 4 mana up. Cottage is active here as well. Not this turn. Well, actually with the... Oh, no. Okay, Tyvar makes it so the Insidious Roots plants can tap at haste. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Forager's back. There's lots of foraging to do, and it can do it right now. Well, trample. I am relying on yous. go wide with defenders as well. Just a few creatures. What is it? No way! I hate this game. Aha! Of course, that's what they had in hand, right? Would it have been anything else? No, I don't think so. The forage is really good. And Tyvar can untap it. Oh, man, that's so sick! This is what we're here for. You're just going to search for a squirrel instead? Okay, so you can do it multiple times a turn. Sure. That actually makes a lot of sense. Why not do the forager? Am I missing something? Maybe they're missing something. They should be foraging to create plants. I would not have untapped that 4/5 plant. I would have untapped that other forager. Then you can double forage. Make 2 more plants. Push all the plants up twice. Yeah? Oh, great. It's my best card. Come hither. Ooh. Draw Adelphia. See what we get here. We might win because we have more draw, but it's going to take a lot of work to outpace the Insidious Roots. Let's just focus on draw, focus on life gain, try to accumulate blockers along the way. This is an upkeep trigger, so we should probably play it. They have creatures to tap for mana, so it's quite a weight on priority if they're not paying attention, unfortunately, but hey, what do you do? Five engrave only. That's a single forage. I thought they had more. No attack. Can we survive? 21 life. You know, I think we could. Tyvar, you're a good card. 3 mana Planeswalkers. Hard to be bad, you know, like that's one useful ability, you're good to go. In Tyvar's case, it's the static ability. It may as well be an enchantment, right? It's like an enchantment that you can attack, but the other aspects of it do mitigate that downside. Let's be honest, right? You can grab things from the grave and untap stuff as well. Quite good. No, you wish, bro. I'm not. Well, I could block it with the 1-2. The 0-2, sorry, but I just, I don't know. Maybe they've got something. I'm not playing. I'm not playing, homie. I'll just take the 1 damage. That's, like, not a problem. Inconsequential. And then okay, we bounce the draw. And we draw Adelphia. +1 counters out. Is there a time limit on this? Like, will they ever rope out? Soon they'll have to start playing faster. They have 1 more timeout, and then it's just gonna be constant rope, at which point you either move it or lose it, dude. Hey, thank you for the raid! My bra! You wanna go to London about it? We're not doing much else while we wait.
You're going to London, okay? You're going to London.
Double draw. Okay. This is good. We have 6 available mana. Kill the plants. All right, there goes the last time out. We are on rope o'clock. They could have forced to survive, like to have it survive. So now this one's easy to get. Oh, I should have killed this one. We could have pushed this up. Oh, no. Okay, I've misplayed. I have misplayed. We just have to stay ahead of it now, though. It's okay. Be cool if we could bounce permanent. We could have pushed up the frog to 5 and killed the larger one. Sometimes being slow like that is good. You can, you know, get your opponent off balance almost, right? That's fine, don't care. Backup is good. They put it on the Maverick. No, the Maverick, bro. I'm losing my mind. Here's another plant. How many cards do they have? 39. I'm at 39. Another timer. Okay. With another minus. Oh, that's good. And they grab the Forager. Nope. Did they put it on the Maverick this time? Wild. Yeah, you could have done that with all of your creatures twice. We're in trouble. Mostly because I misplayed. We would still, I think, be in trouble, but even more so now. Yeah, I don't know. Be a lot more enjoyable if they played at a relative speed. This is brutal. Like, where's the rope? There it is. Okay. Another Scribe in play. If this was best of 3, we would win. Just because they're roping us so hard. And now this is going to turn our creatures into mana. And we should be able to hopefully outpace them. Full control. Tap for mana. Stack on the Valley. I don't think I need to be in full control anymore. Maybe we should push up some other things. Multiple defenders. Oh! Well, if you know, you know. I messed that up. I gotta read which triggers these are. I accidentally bounced it back to my hand. Oh my god. It's okay. We'll restart! Oh my gosh. I think that's our last one, right? It wasn't 11-11. Until I bounced it back. What a great play line. The 0-2s can block. I don't know. This match is a absolute yard sale. Shame on everyone involved. We're at 20 minutes almost. Wow. I'm in such trouble. At some point, they're just going to suplex me. Bouncing the 8-9 here. Bouncing the roots almost does nothing, right? We could bounce that, and they would lose everything exiled with it. I think they just have it. Oh. Trample. Could you get a better card? Isn't it supposed to give them trample?
Ready for round 2.
Oh, activated abilities only, sorry. Not keywords. The forage here sucks. Okay. So return a creature to our hand. Mill ourselves or life gain? The life gain can bounce the mill. Okay, these are counters, counters, counters. Don't mess this up, HGG. Oh, we already have it in play. Okay. First things first. Just so I don't spend that mana accidentally. Do we force them into blockers here? I could level up all 3 of these enchantments. It's not enough trample, though. And that's too much draw. I don't know if I want to do that. I'd rather maybe just stun something. I'm going to rope for a little bit. Truly. Just in case I change my mind and bounce that back. Do we need to draw 3 cards? No, not at all. Just put stun counters out. It's true. That's all we need is stun counters. We could have played these first. But either way, I think I just want to bounce the Druid back. I don't think I want to focus on draw. I guess we're just going to maybe start tapping stuff. And then bounce that back, tap another thing, just like go to Tap Town. Send this thing to London. I'm going to actually send this to London too with that Vigilance and take advantage of that. 3, 4. Because we have backups for it also, right? Just making sure I don't mess that up. Lord knows we've messed enough things up. Okay, more stun counters. That's actually a threat if it blocks. Big hits here. I'm coming home. I'll tell you what. We still got some stuff to do. I got 21 cards. I don't want to be drawing anymore, so you can go away. I should attack with you as well. Yeah. Do we just go for it? 16. I don't think they have enough to block. I don't want the defenders, though. 27 life's a lot, though. I'm going to go for it. Oh, we should have bounced the tapped one. Whoops, sorry. Another. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. There's too many triggers, bro. I'm coming over. Was that like 46 damage? No. Sorry. $37. Math is hard. And they block none. Could they have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I think they could have done more here with the forage. What a win. What a game. You got to see the deck start to finish. I couldn't possibly show it off anymore. Well, the last match was a little drawn out. It's okay, though. It was a great opportunity to showcase the deck in depth. And at the end of the day, that is my main goal. Original contents. Well, I mean, the frog decks, this set is like that. This set is very cookie cutter. So I did my best, though. This is, you know, my build. And we did so many decks before the season even started in the theory crafting before the early access event. And with only 24 hours and the limited time in that 24 hours to film, I don't get to showcase everything I want, so it makes the start of the set a lot of fun, as I just get to really showcase all of these new decks that we've been working on for the last month at this point. And the frogs, I think, are well positioned. They may want a little more counter magic as people get frustrated with the meta. Right now, yeah, you can grind it out. You can gain life, draw cards, go right through them with an absolute chonkers. But I think we're going to see more removal as we go on. So, you know, more counter magic. It's that simple. And the Repulsive Mutation works very well. Very, very well in the deck. And, you know, I don't think really gets much better than that. One thing I'm worried about is milling ourselves, potentially. I had to kind of pull back that draw in that last match, as you noticed. But that's fine. Just be aware, right? Don't overdraw. Like, to reflect on it, we were really focused on drawing, right? Kind of just accumulating blockers because we were feeling like we were going to lose that game, specifically as we missed that one attack where we could have killed that bigger token. So we had to change our you know, game plan, right? Where it's like, okay, you know what? I want to get through, open up our attack lanes, tap some blockers, power up, grab trample, and go through. So just be aware of how many cards are left in your deck, and then, you know, kind of change tones like that. With that being said, if you have any suggestions, possible improvements for the build, don't hesitate. I'm not above that. You guys are a smart bunch, and I'm just, one individual. Hit me up. Let me know how, and the community as well, right? We're all interested, I assure you. How can we make the deck even better? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Have an absolute magical day. I appreciate you, and I am looking forward to seeing you soon in the next. Take care.